Hello, welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I've recorded a video. Just been very busy with just life in general. Also haven't had any art come in a little bit, although I had this package arrive, I want to say like a week ago, but week and a half ago maybe. But just been very busy. Kids had spring break and Easter and all of that. So yeah, so finally getting a chance to open this up, and I've done a little bit of prep work. I just because the space is kind of limited here, and I'm kind of the actual opening of the art is usually kind of tedious, and I'm just kind of skipping that over altogether. But what I did was it was in one of an old Felix comic art mailer, so it was one of those nice like cardboard sturdy things. So I just pulled out I have the cardboard here. So I haven't looked at anything yet, but the cardboard is here, and we're gonna talk about it and look at it together. So now what this is a page that I not from Felix. I bought it from a friend of mine, and it's a page that I probably should have bought when it first came out, but I didn't. And luckily, the friend knew how much I would really appreciate this page, so he passed it along to me, and I'm greatly. It's good to have friends in the hobby for sure. And speaking of that, like I recently sold some art to another friend, Lee. So over it's a Lee Parmenter. Go check out his channel. He just unboxed. His latest video is a video where he unboxed 4 pieces of art. One of them is a piece that I sold him. So it's good to see, things kind of stay in the family, if you will, in the collector circle. You know where it is. You know the home that it's going to. It always feels good knowing the collection. Lee, he and I have very similar tastes in art. Some of the things that we enjoy, they definitely cross over quite a bit. I've sold him a couple pieces in the past. So it's good to see what those pieces, where they go, where they end up, and knowing that they're in a good home. So that's very much the case here. Owned by a friend, and then he sent it my way, and yeah. So all right, no surprise. I mean, maybe I should. Whatever. I won't give away what it is, even though anybody watching this can probably guess what it's related to. So, all right. So we're gonna get this opened up, and yeah, we'll start talking about it. So, still kind of awkward, but oh, okay, this is cool. This is really cool. So I do know that my friend Hunter was at WonderCon recently, and I didn't know about this though. This is what the heck? What did you do here, dude? All right, there's some comic books in here. So, what? Holy crap! This is cool. All right. So there's some signed comics. First, I'll show the ones that are not related to what I have in this package. So first up, there is an ashcan edition of the Raphael Grandpa's Batman Gargoyles of Gotham. It's a signed ashcan. So that's cool. That's super sweet. I've not read this yet. It's been one of those things where I really love his style. Yeah. So. But yeah, I do want to check this out. So that's awesome. Let me set this aside. Now here's another one this is a series that I've really been high on, and I recommend anybody check it out. But it's Falling in Love on the Path to Hell, signed by Jerry Dugan, and it's Jerry Dugan and Gary Brown, and it's like become comical that every time I talk about this series, I get the Jerry and the Gary mixed up. I even, no matter how many times I look at it and I should know their names, I always get them mixed up. But it's so it's Jerry Dugan and Gary Brown. But yeah, this is the writer Jerry Dugan. So yeah, signed by that. That's awesome. Thanks, dude. That's super cool. I love this series. I mean, I think they're only at like issue 7. This is issue 2. But yeah, anybody should check that series out for sure, because it's a wonderful series. All right, now here's another comic in here, another signed comic, and this one, maybe a bit of a spoiler, but I love this issue. I love this cover, and it's signed by Danny Warren Johnson. It's Transformers issue 10. So that's the Carly and RC cover, which I really love. It's one of my favorite covers that he's done for the series so far. The ones that really resonate with me are the ones that show the heart of his storytelling. Like this one I really love, and also love the more recently issue, what is it, 17? I think it's 17, yeah, where Thundercracker and Skywarp, or that one, just like such a, like an emotional, intimate moment. But yeah, those are the covers that I love the most from January and Johnson. His action's great, but it's these kind of heartfelt story moments that I love. So yeah, I mean, awesome. So to have the signed comic of issue 10. Now, if anybody knows what issue 10 is all about, again, might tip you off what this page might be. So, all right, so let's get that out of the way. So that's there. And then we have, art should be in here. Okay. Not the art yet. Dude, this is sweet. Oh, man. All right, so some of the other really cool Energon Universe variant covers were by John Boy Myers, and this looks to be is this a metal print? This is a metal print signed by John Boy. All right, so how do I get this out? I want to try to get this out and not. I want to try to not look at the art. So let's see how. Let me see. Hold on a second. The tape is, this is secured, and that's awesome. But I don't want to. Hold on. Let me. Maybe I'll just do it this way. Hunter, nice job. This is awesome. This was, the Felix mailers were always pretty good anyway. But this is, you took care of it here, man. So thank you. All right. Let me get this turned around and try not to look at the art. Let me see. Is the art upside down or? Aha! Sweet. The art is upside down. Nicely done. All right. So yeah, this is a really cool. It's not a metal like made of metal, but it has like a metal kind of sheen to it, like a foil, maybe a foil. Yeah, that's cool. But anyway, so it's an Optimus Prime and Megatron. I don't know if this was one of the variant covers or just like a print that he did, but they're signed by John Boy down there. That's sweet. That's awesome. So yeah, dude, you hooked me up here, man, and I greatly appreciate it. All right, so now let's get to the art itself. Now, this is a page that, like I said, I should have purchased this page when it came out. I did not. I'm glad it went to a friend. I'm glad I knew where it ended up, and I'm glad that Hunter was kind of looking him out. He has another page from this issue, and I think he was kind of like curating the collection a little bit, and he knew who to call for this one. And yeah, all right. So let me just look at it, and then I will. Yeah. So great. Oh, love it. All right. Freaking awesome. All right. So this is page 1 from Transformers issue 10. And it is the opening page of the issue. And it is the origin of Beachcomber sequence. Now, I have one of the pages from this 5-page sequence already. And it feels amazing to now own a second of the whole series. Now, it's a series that has a lot of great moments in it. But this 5-page sequence from the opening of issue 10, take any 5 pages through, starting through issue 1 to where we're at now, 19. And this 5-page sequence of the origin of Beachcomber and how he got to Earth, absolutely my favorite of the series. Yeah. So, and wow. All right, so it starts off. It's a flashback to where we see Beachcomber introduced at the end of issue 9. He comes in that last page, and I own that page. That's really great. And then you get to issue 10, and you see his origin, where he was, where he's been, how he got to Earth, and then how he got to kind of looking at after Spike. And yeah, man. All right, so. the yeah, I can't even. I'm like, I have so many thoughts that I can't get them all out. All right, so the opening sequence is it's the Transformers back on the Ark when they're kind of crash landing on Earth, and they're fighting. It's the Autobots and Decepticons fighting on the Ark, and Beachcomber gets tossed out by Skywarp, and I love that you get the all the fight in the background with. You got Bumblebee. There's like a rare Bumblebee appearance on this page, which is great. And like Optimus Prime, Ratchet, and yeah, man, yeah, Soundwave over there. Yeah, I mean, sorry. I mean, I cannot tell you. I don't think I can properly. Like, I just don't think I can properly convey what this sequence. When I read it, when I read they as the preview pages, when I saw that, I instantly was like, "This is an amazing sequence." Now it's a 5-page sequence. I know where all 5 pages are. Yeah, Hunter actually has one other one. But that's like a perfect Hunter page, so I want that to stay there. Of course, I would love to have it, but like. It's like a great page for his collection, and I'm happy to see where that is. Another friend has another one, and Daniel Warren Johnson has the 5th, and I don't think I'm ever getting that one, and that's okay. But yeah, it just goes to show you that what this sequence, I feel like what it meant to Daniel Warren Johnson, and the character of Beachcomber, and him kind of infusing some of his. I personally believe. Now, while all the characters are a reflection of his personality in some way, maybe not all of them, but like especially with Beachcomber, I feel like just seeing who Danny Warren Johnson is and seeing the type of person he is, I feel like he's channeling a little bit more of himself into Beachcomber, into the pacifist, like. Yeah, he's stuck in this middle of this war, but it just would be so much better if there wasn't this fighting. And so to see him have one of these pages means a lot to me as someone who really loves Beachcomber, to kind of share that, because from what I understand, when he got that page, I think he said this was the only page that he had gotten from Jorge, and yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, I don't even think I mentioned it was Jorge Corona. But I mean, I guess I just assume at this point anybody who's been watching any of my art unboxings. But yeah, to get another Jorge Corona page in the collection, this is huge. This is page 1. Daniel Warren Johnson has page 2. I tried so hard to get that page from Jorge Corona, but apparently it had been spoken for well before I had even a shot at it. So. I'm happy to see where that was, but that page 2 is probably my favorite page of the entire run, and that's saying a lot. And there's some pages that I love and I own, and those are naturally some of my favorites because I own those pages. But that single page of Beachcomber looking at the moon is just like, or looking at Earth from the moon is just. So perfect, and see the passage of time at the bottom of it. Anyway, so I'm happy to see that Danny Warren Johnson has that page. So that's page 2. I own page 3, and then the other 2 pages are in collections of my friends, and happy to see that. I'm happy to know where they are. I'm happy to kind of have that. There's an interesting kind of shared bond and friendship that through. Collectors where where the pages are, where the fact that I know where all 5 pages of the sequence are, and the fact that I know the people who own them, and I'm happy that they do. It's just kind of the shared connection. It's just another layer of comic art collecting, and the relationships that you make with other individuals, and yeah, it's just a really really cool feeling. Because we're in a hobby where. What I love about the hobby is you cannot have it all, and you shouldn't have it all. It's impossible to have everything that you want, and that's okay. But yeah, but in that, I like that you can have those types of things where it's a shared love of art, shared love of the story, and it's just another thing that connects me to my friends, and I love that. I love that. That's really cool. Yeah. I also love the fact that it's you get him landing on the moon here, and there's a couple other things that recently in the comic, this moment they revisited this moment. You see another Beachcomber flashback, and he flashes back to this very moment. Like it's like the moment right before Skywarp picks him up and tosses him out into space. And it's a very pivotal moment in the development of Beachcomber. And so to see that moment revisited here, you may see that other page I'm talking about in the future. But to have those kind of connective story threads, to see this moment revisited, back where I love that you get the Autobots and the Decepticons fighting, which is something you don't get a whole lot in this series, surprisingly, because it's like Autobots are kind of dealing with each other. There's only like a couple sequences where Autobots and Decepticons are really truly fighting each other, and that's odd. It's odd that you would think that we're like 19 issues into the series, and it's a rarity to see Autobots and Decepticons fighting. Now, the last couple issues of the Danny Warren Johnson's run, the issues with 20, 21, 22, 23, up to 24, I imagine there's going to be a lot of Autobots and Decepticons fighting each other. But anyway, it's one of those things where the more I get obsessed with this series and the more I talk about it, the more I analyze, try to get different representations into the collection. Although I'm somewhat focused on Beachcomber right now. I mean, I have been since he debuted, but you look at those things. You look at like what examples are out there, what types of things you can get, and so to get an actual Autobots and Decepticon fight is great. You got some of it on Cybertron, but it's like Alita and Cliffjumper and like that grouping. There's a little more Autobots and Decepticons, but like the Optimus Prime, the main core characters that are on Earth. Yeah, not as many pages with direct fighting, and to have that here, I know that's like a long-winded way of saying like, oh, that's why I really like this this top panel. Aside from the fact that it's a Beachcomber centric page, but him getting tossed out there, oh my gosh, I love this panel down here with him falling, being tossed towards with the debris, the moon in the background, and then the crash landing onto the moon. Just an all-around fantastic page, and it means a lot to me that Hunter let it go, and he sent it my way. That's not lost on me. That I'm very appreciative of him letting me take ownership of this one, and it is in great hands. And talking about the page that I sold to Lee, I do a lot of collection curating, and I've talked about it in the past. I it's not uncommon for me to take a look at what's in the collection and reevaluate what I have, and if I have too much of one thing, whatever. But this Beachcomber stuff, like, this would be the last of the Transformer stuff that I would let go, because Beachcomber is like my guy. So I like the fact that I can kind of say that I have probably, not that it means a whole lot. I just like saying, like, I have like the one of the best Beachcomber collections in the Skybound universe, Energon universe comics. Again, not that means a whole lot in the grand scheme of things, but it's really cool. I like being able to have that kind of curated collection. Such a cool character. Wonderful addition to the series. When he when he was introduced, it was a breath of fresh air. The type of lighthearted nature that he brought to the series, it just fit perfectly, especially in an arc where it was just so dire, a lot of things going wrong for the Autobots, and his introduction was huge, and this like I said, this 5-page sequence is amazing. So to get now 2 of the 5, I mean, if I was able to not get any more of them, which, fine if I don't, okay if I do. I am thrilled. I'm thrilled to be able to have like 2 of them, and that's fantastic. So, all right, I feel like I'm at the point where I'm rambling a little bit, because I'd rather, no offense, but I'd rather just stare at this than talk about it. So that's, I think, what I'm going to do. Thank you, Hunter, for not only this, but all the extra goodies. Very cool of you. I'll get you back, and I very much appreciate it. So, thank you. Thank you for watching this one, and I will see you soon.